In this video, I'll be explaining the different stages of relationship and the levels of commitment that is required for each stage. Stay through the video and subscribe if you have not. My name is Esther Christian. The first stage is known as dating. Not everyone really do understand the level of commitment needed at dating relationship. Now I have a video on dating and love, and I will advise you go see the video. Everything that you just need to know about dating stage of relationship is right there. But nevertheless, in dating relationship, you must understand that it's a relationship that both of you are required to understand yourselves. Like, it's a relationship that excludes every other person or a third party. Like, it's just about the two of you, the person that you are hanging out with, or the person you just met. It's actually a time where you are still just trying to get to know this person. That's why sometimes you hear words like my first date, meaning that this was the first time I met this person. Maybe face to face, maybe you've been talking on chat, on calls, and your first date becomes the first time you come in contact with this person, personally sitting down and really talking with this person. The both of you are just required to know some certain things about yourself, and it is well listed out in my video on dating and love. And seeing the video will help you get to know much more about dating stage of relationship. Few mistakes I see people make in dating stage of relationship is they are too quick at getting to know the person's house. At the dating stage of the relationship is not a time to get to know the person's house. It depends on who the person is, because sometimes it might be someone you've long known before and now you are getting along. Dating stage of relationship doesn't necessarily require the person to know your house, to know your family, to know your mom, to know your dad, to know your siblings. It doesn't also require the person to know everything about you or to have all your passwords, all the passwords to your phone, your credit cards, how much you have in your bank, and all those things. The dating stage of relationship is more like you are kick-starting the relationship. So you have some boundaries, you have some space. There should be a level of space, so much space when it has to do with dating. So see my video on dating and love. It's going to explain better and much more on the things you need to know how to go about your dating relationship and the things you need to do, more like the do's and the don'ts on dating stage of relationship. I also have a video on healthy boundaries you need while in a relationship. It's also going to help you to also know how to cultivate this boundary, because in the dating stage of relationship is actually a time where you set serious boundaries. Like you have every right to get to jump into someone or let someone jump into you and know everything about you. But being able to keep these boundaries sometimes can be difficult when emotions is already involved, or maybe you seriously love this person. So that you love the person passionately doesn't mean that you should, mismanage these principles, because when you do that, you might be disappointed at the end of everything because you missed the step. So how to cultivate healthy boundaries, how to actually practice keeping these boundaries and it works for you is in my video too. So check out my video on healthy relationship boundaries. It's going to help you also. So let's go to the next stage of relationship and the level of commitment that is required for it. The next level, which everyone talks about, is courtship. Now, how do I know that I'm in that level called courtship? Some people don't even know when they're in courtship. All they know is that I'm in a relationship with this person. But when am I in courtship, and when have I graduated from dating into courtship? Courtship has one key sign, which is proposal. As long as the person has not proposed yet to you, it is never a courtship. It's still dating, because dating is a place of inquiries. You are not even sure if the person is going to marry you. The person is not yet sure. So the proof of courtship is that the person has finally proposed and you have accepted. A rejected proposal is not a courtship. If you rejected the person, of course, there's nothing to court about. Yes, it's more like someone that is in a court, just like the name is courtship. You are in a court trying to, finally decide on your verdict, or try to, know what you are. When you are in a court, of course, the case has really gotten very seriously. So courtship is when the person has finally proposed and you have accepted, and both of you have agreed to journey into the other side, which is called marriage. So at the level of courtship, what kind of access should you give to someone? At courtship, you are not also to open up everything you have, because a lot of people make this mistake that once proposal comes to you, you just give everything. And have you noticed that most people who do that at the end of the day still don't marry the person? Because ever before the person says I do, people still have chances and the privilege, and even the right to still say they are done with the marriage, like they are done with the relationship. Until the person says I do, the person still has the right to say they are no longer interested in the relationship, and that doesn't make them a bad person. They have every right to say and to do that. So while in courtship, it's not a time to open up, like give everything you have. Courtship is a level where you begin to involve your family members. At dating stage of relationship, you don't do that. But at courtship, you expose your parents, you expose your mom, you expose your dad, you expose your siblings to the fact that this is the person you are getting married to. Of course, this marriage is about you, it's about your life. So it's a personal decision you have made, and now you are presenting this person before them to tell them that this is the person you have chosen, and you allow them to communicate with this person and relate with this person. At this stage of relationship, of course, it's not like your parents or your family is going to make the choice for you. Like some people, when they are presenting a spouse, they are presenting it waiting on what the family is going to say. That's not a good approach. Marriage is about you and that person. But the fact still remains that your family can influence you based on what they have seen, or based on knowledge over the person you have decided to marry, whether it's negative or positive. And of course, you should be open to hear them out and understand from their point of view. But you still make the final decision over the person you want to spend your life with. Remember, it is you spending your life with this person. It is not your family spending their lives with this person. So no matter the faults or whatever, the disagreements or even approval, you still have to be sure that you have decided to be with this person, have genuine and good reasons. Of course, if you carry out your research very well on dating relationship, of course, that wouldn't be a challenge or an issue. So that's why I said that video is very important. Dating and love. I said so many things, how to really find out who that person is. So try to see that video because it's going to help you a lot. So the stage of courtship is a place where you open up your family, but that doesn't mean you should go share everything you have, like your credit card, your body, open up your body for sex, and share your passwords to your phone, your details, everything. You shouldn't do that even at the level of courtship, because the marriage can still not work even after courtship. So courtship is a level that you shouldn't commit everything you have. That the person has seen your people doesn't mean you should be careless about yourself or be careless about private informations. You still have to protect your family. You still have to protect some privacies you have until you are very sure that this person is really going to marry you. And how are you going to be very sure that this person can be trusted? Only on the next stage called marriage. Why are people so much interested in marriage and trusting marriage so much? Of course, there's what we call a vow in marriage. A vow is that level where you have vowed, just like the name is, you have decided, and not just that you decided, you are open about your decision and you have told everyone that the very fact that you're going to be faithful to this person, that this is the person you will spend your life with, this is the person that deserves your commitment, this is the person. So when they see you out there with someone else, they have every right to ask you what you're doing with this person. So when you get to the level of vowing to this person, like some people get to court for their marriage, and you know what that means. At that level, of course, you should trust this person with your life. You should trust this person with vital information. You should trust this person with some privacy, all your privacy, because now there is a vow, and that makes it possible for you not to be afraid. So at that point, there is sincerely nothing to hide between the both of you. Just like the Bible said that two shall become one, one in everything, one in your informations. You're going to share the negative part of you. The person will get to know your weakness, your strength, your passwords. The person at this level has a right to check your phone, so you don't need to hide it for anything. There is no secrecy, there is nothing. And the only thing you might consider protecting is what you feel is going to hurt this person. So that is the only thing you might decide to protect from the person. But in some cases, you are meant to share everything. So at the stage of marriage, you are to commit everything. Even your enemies will get to know that this is the person you have chosen, so there is nothing to hide. So at this stage called marriage, sex is fully permitted based on your choice, different styles, how you want it, when you want it, whatever you want to do. Of course, at this stage, when you are trusting someone with your body, you are not afraid if the person is going to leave you, because the person has vowed to stick and be with you forever as long as this earth remains. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any question, please still drop it on the comment box. Share my video and give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and share these videos to everyone. My name is Esther Christian. Subscribe if you have not.